Dan Moskal here, and in this video we are going to go over the steps to publish your book on Amazon. So this is assuming you're doing self-publishing, and this is going to take you to Amazon and get your book published on Amazon, but the first place you have to go is createspace.com. This is just CreateSpace is a company, see an Amazon company right here in the top left. So anyways, we already have an account. You can sign up. Well, you'll need to sign up if you don't. Log into your account. And the first step is to add new title. So we are currently in the process of publishing a book about how to make a website, the easy button to make a website easy button. This is just kind of the name of your project. It doesn't even have to be the title of your book, and then you have two options down here. You have expert. This is just a streamlined, I don't recommend it, especially if you haven't used CreateSpace before. I've used it a bunch of times and I still don't recommend it. I like the step-by-step process, the guided, but click right here, get started, right down here. And here's our title, how to make a website easy button. Now the subtitle for our book at least is, Earn Money Online with Google AdSense, Amazon, Your Business, and More. Your subtitle obviously needs to be for your book, but the subtitle is going to show up. You're going to have the title, and then it's going to show up ... subtitle on the Amazon detail page. It has to be 255 characters or less. And if you plan on it getting ranked in Google and showing up for when people type into Google how to create a website, so for example, website, if you look, there's a guy down here at number 10. You search in Google how to create a website and he's showing up at number 10. This is his title, How to Create a Website, a Step-by-Step Guide. And then he doesn't have a subtitle on his. Yeah, he doesn't have a subtitle because it says the colon, and that'll also show up as your page title. So that's just something to keep in mind. It comes ... as you can see, title ... So we're going to put ours in, and then the primary author, you can write under a pen name if you'd like, but this is our real name, Dan Moskal. And you can obviously, if you've written this book with somebody else, you can add somebody or add 3 people. If it was a collaborative project, series title, book part, series, part of a series, kind of like, was it the Books of Narnia? I think there's like 7 of those, or the Lord of Rings. Edition number. So for ours, how to make a website easy button, there's obviously going to be more editions that need to come out as technology changes here every few months, So the edition number, first edition, third edition, and then your language and the publication date. I always choose the day that I actually publish it on. So I guess if you've published it previously, then you should choose that. And then here, the ISBN. Let me show you what the ISBN is real quick. It's these 2 little numbers right here. It's like a book recognizer or UPC kind of idea. I always choose the free CreateSpace assigned ISBN. It looks like you can pay money and get one if you want to do that, or unless you already have one. But I always do the assign free ISBN. And then it'll pop up and you'll have 2 numbers. And you just need to put these numbers in your book. Just make sure you have them in your book, otherwise it won't be approved. Our numbers are different right now, but you need to make sure you have these 2 numbers in your book before you submit it for review. So we got those. We're going to click continue, or you can click next up here. And then this is the size of your book. Seriously, just pull out a ruler or a tape measure, 6x9, but you can choose a different size. I personally kind of like the 5x8, and then you can obviously do 8.5x11. For our book, we did 5x8. And if you want, you can even download a formatted template. And what that is going to do is give you one where you can title, or you can just fill in the blanks, your new book. And this is already titled. This is kind of the way it's formatted. The inside has a 0.9 inch and 0.6 outside. Literally, go pull out a tape measure and look at some other books. That's the best way to figure out the size of your book and how you want it to kind of appear and look. I publish under Times New Roman, but they say Lucia Grand or Thornbury, I believe, Helvetica. I don't know if that's actually a good one. I'd use Times New Roman most of the time. So, anyways, you can obviously get them to give you what you need and just fill in the blanks. So, this is the interior type. If you want a color book, you can do that. I would click over here, manufacturing costs. Did you see that? Manufacturing costs. And this will give you an estimate. So black and white, let's say you're doing 5x8 and you have a 150 page book. The quantity, I don't know why they put quantity on here, because other people are buying it. It's not, unless you plan on buying a whole bunch for your business or like a training manual or something. So it's $2.65 per book. That's going to come out of whatever you sell your book at. But let's just go ahead, for example, and do a color one just to compare. And we'll even do a few less pages, and we'll say we're going to do 28 copies of it. That's $11 per book. So you can see it's a huge difference between color and black and white. And then here, once you choose on this stuff and choose your size and have everything set, you want to upload your book file. For ours and for this video, we did, sorry, I just need to see what we titled this. Whoops. Oh, I think I did an Amazon video example. Amazon. Oh, there we go. Video Amazon book example. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so this is just for our example here. Now, you see how it uploaded? You just browse and you pick on like a picture in Facebook, but obviously you have to pick a PDF, a docx, or RTF. That's Microsoft document. And then go down here and click save. You got to click save in order to get it to upload. And they're going to launch a little previewer so you can see what your book looks like before you actually publish it, especially with the format and the layout, which is, you want your book to look how you want it to look, and sometimes it'll get a little jumbled up. Whoops. 24. Alright, so I wanted to show you this, sorry. I think you will like to actually see the previewer. So we're just going to copy a few more pages and then save it and upload it, because I want to show you the previewer. Because we're just about done. We're going to do the creating the cover next, and then I'll show you how you can get it over to the Kindle. And it takes a couple days before they transfer it over onto Amazon and publish it over there. Just an FYI. I'll save video Amazon. And then you need to do Word document. If you've got Microsoft with Pages, click that little button, Word document. Save. Now let's get that up. Video Amazon. Okay, I'm sorry. We have to actually, don't stress this, but because we were already here, we're going to have to hit back, and then I think we can get, actually, we're going to just hit next. I'm going to show you the cover creator, and then I'll just do the uploader. Maybe. Yeah, we will. Okay. So if you ever need to, that was the dashboard, and then we're back at the interior like we were just looking at. Video Amazon book example. We're going to get that other one. Video Amazon. Oh, no, it's still not there. Jeez. Okay, here, we'll use this other one. Sorry about that. I'll use this one. This one's just going to take a minute. So, depending on how long your book is, it might take a few minutes, you know. Like this one's actually going to make us wait just here for a second, and then I'm going to show you the title or the way you can design a cover. And if you want to see just an example, here's a screenshot of the cover we made. You know, so it's cool. You have a bunch of little customizations, and I mentioned the Kindle store. There's a little button that we're going to click that'll actually transfer. As long as you have a Kindle publishing account, it'll transfer your book from CreateSpace in the real physical book, and it'll put it into an electronic Kindle book for you, which is really cool. The other thing you're going to have to do is the book description. And I would recommend that you look at a few other books within your category. So if you're writing, you know, about how to raise kids or how to make money online or build a website or publish a book at Amazon, go look and see what some of the other books are and see what is in their book descriptions, especially the big sellers like the top sellers and stuff. This will just give you a good idea of things to include in your book description when you write yours. So let's go back and see if ours is uploaded, because we're going to look at the cover creator here in just a second as soon as this gets up. There we go. So we're going to click on start working on the book cover while that gets all automated and formatted, and we can go back and preview it. So I choose build your cover online. You can pay $400 and get a professional cover design from CreateSpace, and you can create your own in a PDF cover if you want. So build your cover online, click launch cover creator, and we're just going to look at a couple quick options. So you see we have 6 different options, and these are, don't stress this if it's not exactly what you want, because you can customize all this stuff. But there's 5 different pages. Like I said, you can make your own from the get-go, so you have a lot of choices. So for just this example, let's go ahead and pick this one. Okay. Now you have to go through all these tasks, 7 of 12. This is the theme. This is what your print on your book's going to look like. So let's just change it so you get something to see. Do eccentric. And each different design will have different themes. So you really can get what you want. Title, there's our title. You need to click next so it'll have that little green thing next to it. And you can always check these little invisible, whether or not to make it visible. See this little checkbox right here. And next, front cover image. You can upload your own image if you want. Whoops. We're going to use one of their images just for this example. So we'll just pick, wow, they have tons of things. We'll just pick this. Wow, they have lots of things. So just for our example, we're just going to put this in. You know, it's important to make the size match the size, and the size is right here. Down here, that looks weird sized. 2.25. Oh, here we go. 4.0 by 2.25, so it's 4 inches by 2.25. We're going to just say it's fine for our example. Then your author. Next, back cover quote. You can do anything you want, or you can just make it invisible if you choose. And not all of these different designs will include like a back cover quote, or they'll put your name at the top or put the title at different places, and there's different options with each design. Author photo will make that invisible, but you could put a little picture of your face there if you wanted to. Back cover text. Here I would encourage you to write something similar to your book description that you write in here, because it's kind of where it's almost your chance to sell your book, what is in this book. Sometimes I'll even put list the contents on the back of it, because the fact is, when you're looking at an Amazon page like this, and this isn't even a book, this is a Kindle edition, but you can't see the back. I don't believe you can see the back of a book on a regular book from Amazon. Let's look real quick. How to create a website. Okay, it looks like he does have it published as a book too. Maybe not. Strange. I'm wondering if you can even. Here we go, paperback. Yeah, so all you get is the front, and I imagine there's probably some way to find it, but put whatever you put in the description, put something at least similar onto the back of your book. And then click next. Publisher logo. You can do anything you want. You know, I usually make this stuff invisible, and if you're not some big business or some huge, it's not important, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And then here you can pick different colors. And whenever you're happy, click next. And on this template, we have a little border on the top of them. So just for our example, do red. And then here you can change the font color. This is this stuff and what you wrote over here on the back of the description. Oops. So just for our example, we'll change it to purple. So then you hit next, and when you're all ready and you're happy with your cover, you have to hit submit cover. And then it's going to take a minute because Amazon, I believe, has to approve, or CreateSpace, whatever you want to say, CreateSpace or Amazon, has to approve your cover and approve the content of your book. So I'm hoping that this is ready for us to look at the review, the inside of it. This will show your cover, a little thumbnail of it, and here we can see the full size if we want. And then complete cover, I believe, is when you actually submit it to get reviewed. Okay, the interior is not done yet. So this next step is complete the setup. This is the name, the title of your book, the subtitle, and then your author, and then that's your ISBN, the thing that must be in your book. This is the format, the size, 5 by 8, and then that's the file that you uploaded. And you hit when you're done, it should be next, or right now we can only return to project home because our interior is still being reviewed. Let me go ahead and show you a finished book. Right now this book is actually in process of being published, so as you can see all this stuff, and once you submit it you can't look at the interior, so it's good to make sure you see it's locked. So that's just a FYI. Here I'll show you the complete setup. I guess you just hit continue from here. Sorry, let's try one of these other ones. Here we go. So publish on Kindle, I'll show you that. Actually, I'll show you the distribution, sorry. Well, here's the file review. That's what we were actually going to do. See, proof approved, digital proof. So we are... Okay, so it looks a little bit different than you're actually where you get to review it before you submit it and before it gets approved. But you get to review it and look at it like it's going to look when it is a book. And then let's go through this distribution thing real quick. But this is where our title is at CreateSpace. Dating a Single Mom in a Brave New World. But here we're gonna look at it up on Amazon. Dating a Single Mom in a Brave New World. See, Amazon paperback, $9.50, $8. We've got it at the Kindle, on the Kindle, and it was literally just one button to push. Sometimes you might need to format it a little bit differently on the Kindle. I would suggest reviewing it and looking it over, but just so you see. This distribution, these are all the three. They're going to put it in Amazon, Amazon Europe, and the CreateSpace store. You can do expanded distribution. I don't usually do this, but it might be worth it. They're going to charge you $25 for it, and whenever you're ready, you just click next or save and continue down here at the bottom, that blue button. And then this is where you get your pricing. And obviously, you'd be surprised, depending on what you write about. I've sold quite a few books, overseas, outside of America, which is, a good thing for globalization. So Amazon Europe, here, let's I would change this, but I'm a little worried to mess it up. But if you click this little box, yes, suggest your GBP, which I think is the pounds price or euro based on the US price, it's going to do like the conversion for you, so you don't have to go figure out, how much, what the conversion rate is on currency. So we're going to hit next, and then this is where you put in the description, and the description is what we were just looking at, this stuff right here, book description. And then the BISAC category, you have to choose some sort of category that you're writing under. Like this one's family and relationships, love and romance. You have to just choose a category. And then you can do a little biography about yourself, what your language is, country of publication, and then search keywords. So you remember how we just searched in Google how to create a website, and we got to that guy's book page? Where you're selling a book about how to create a website. This is where you need to put your search keywords in. This is what your Amazon page and CreateSpace could potentially rank for when people search in Google. So pick your keywords with, take a few minutes. Search keywords can help your title show up on both Amazon.com and search engines. So pick phrases that you think your customers are likely to use. Very good idea. Adult content, check it if it is large print, and then save and continue is what you want to do, or next. Actually, you're going to have to hit save and continue from here. And then so you're going to submit it, and it's going to get reviewed, and it's going to take a little bit of time. It's usually not too long before you can send it over and publish it on Kindle. We've already published ours on Kindle. But it'll literally, as long as you have that Kindle publishing account, you can just one button, sign in, and here's our book, Dating a Single Mom in a Brave New World. Like it imports it automatically for you. So they do the hard work on that. You don't have to do anything. And then down here you can get your book, actually how it is, so you can get a copy of your book and download it to your computer. So let's take one last look. And again, this is Dan Moskal, and if you have any interest in how to build a website, then check us out. Here we go. Awesome. Let me show you this last little reviewer here. Launch Interior Reviewer. This is what you get to see before you say, okay, publish my book. And this is going to show us what our book looks like before we publish it. Make sure everything looks right, and especially if you have images in your book, like this book, it's a very good idea. So you can flip through the pages, just like this, obviously, and then you can look at it from different views. This is helpful right here, where you can see actually like all the pages in your book will come up, and you see these little alerts. That's where something's potentially wrong, at least. And images, you need to, I'm not going to worry about this stuff explaining too much, but some of the images, it might be worth it for you to look and check out the formatting. It's 300 dpi before you start putting them into your book. It shouldn't make too much difference. It's just you don't want to upload or put an image in that's bigger than that, because then it will cause a problem. So, and then if you're ready, you hit save and continue. If you don't want it, you click go back and make changes. Or you can click close Interior Reviewer up here in the top right. These other two are down here in the bottom. Save and continue, go back and make changes. Save and continues saying, yes, I like what's here. Let's publish it. But Amazon is currently reviewing this one. We just did it a few minutes ago, and they'll show you. They have an automated print check. So that is it. We're going to go ahead and skip this. Like I said, once you choose it and you say yes, the next step is to create your cover if you have not already. But we did that before. So again, this is Dan Moskal. For more tips, you can visit Dan Moskal University, and you will see our book, How to Make a Website Easy button, published here on Amazon, hopefully before the end of the afternoon. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. Please like this video, share it with your friends, leave a comment below, and let us know what you think. Have a great afternoon.